lovely people. This is Debbie from Wild and Woolly.
And this is Kim.
From Wild and Woolly, and we are joining you. You're joining us 4:30 on a Thursday for Bits and Bobs. I'm just rummaging around here with a little mouse, trying to wake him up.
Not a real one.
Not a real one. Oh, there he is. He's awake. Yay! We have to be able to monitor what we're doing, so it's good for us to be able to see the comments and be able to reply to your comments. So
check in with us. Say hello.
Yeah, check in with us.
Tell us what you're up to.
Cleavage going on there. We don't want any cleavage.
What you're thinking about for Thanksgiving.
Turkey. What are you thinking about?
Well, you know, because we're not going to probably be here Thursday for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
On Bits and Bobs.
That's true.
So
it's next Thursday.
Next Thursday. If you miss us, just write us a little note.
Hey, Regina.
And tell us what you're going to be doing.
Yes.
Are you going to be with family, friends?
Yes.
Are you going to be knitting, crocheting,
Yes.
quilting?
Quilting.
Or eating tons of turkey?
Eating tons of turkey and then quilting.
Yeah.
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 Sounds good.
They probably don't want to see us eating, do they?
No.
You don't want to see us eating,
you don't
do
want to see us do that. So, yes.
Mm.
So, today is Bits and Bobs.
Today's Bits and Bobs, and last week, as you saw, it was Quilt Savala, which is more quilting related. So we thought we might give you some knitting info today.
Yes.
What have you? What's that
So,
ball
yes.
of loveliness over there you've got? What is that?
Well, I got two projects up, and one I'm
Okay.
still working on, one's finished. But this one is, if you're a beginner, you know how to knit and purl,
Yes.
and you want to move on and do just a little something else. Which way do I go? This way or that way? This way.
That way. Yeah.
The beginner knit scarf or knitting scarf, which is by Find Your Knitting or Niche, I guess is what you call it. It's a great beginner pattern, ladies, and it's on Ravelry.
Yes.
And we have copies here in the shop that are free, especially if you buy your yarn. And I'm using, this is the second time I've done this, but it's this is the start of it. And it's with Rio, which if you know me, you know I love some Rio.
Yes.
Rios. And so this is my scarf so far. It takes like a ball and a third or a ball and a half, depending on how long you want to do this. But each area of the different stitch, or the different stitches, you'll do about 6 inches. Now you can change it up. My friend Gloria and Margaret and Ann have done this or are doing this with me, and they did changes every 3 inches.
Oh, instead of every 6 inches.
So that theirs will have a little bit more. But I'm at the halfway point. I finished all my 6s, and now it's just going to be this one section of a rib.
Nice.
And that will be behind your neck or in front of your neck.
Very nice.
And then, so it makes a nice...
It's a lovely project.
It's a nice project. And it really goes kind of quick, believe it or not.
And you get to do all sorts of different stitch patterns.
Yes.
Just using the knit and the purl stitch.
Yes, that's it.
In different orders.
And no skipping, no, it's just plain.
Just plain, yeah.
So
yeah.
yes.
No increases, no decreases.
Yeah, just plain. So it's very nice to make. It's even, I've done it twice now with a kind of a variegated, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But my two friends, Ann and Margaret, are doing theirs with solid Cascade 220, I want to say.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And it's really pretty.
That'd be really pretty.
So yes.
So that's a good way to pass your day, Regina, knitting your baby sweater and eating. I like the sound of that.
So yes. Then the other thing that I've been so excited about is our friend Beth Parrott. And Beth, if you're watching, still have got to finish. So I've learned how to do color work.
Nice.
And this is my Christmas stocking, and
cute.
I do need to take off some of this part of the foot.
You don't.
Because it's very
cute.
big. So if you all remember my first Christmas stocking, the foot part was really short and stubby, and now I just kind of have a long foot part.
There's
now.
nothing wrong with that, Kim. It looks awesome.
So it was a lot of fun.
It means you'll get a lot of gifts in there.
Yes. So yes. So the one thing I do need to learn is how to jog, which not running outside. It's how to make sure I don't have, ups and downs. Is that what you call it? Where it all looks like it's on the same thing. So a jog, G-O-G. J-O-G. J-O-G.
If you're knitting in the round and you're doing different colours, as you change your colour, when you're knitting in the round, it's not like going backwards and forwards like that. You're knitting in the round, so it's a continual circle. And if you don't do a jog at the end of each round, then, I mean, if you don't do a special stitch at the end of each round, then you get this jog of colour.
So yes, so what you see, I've got a jog
But that's
of
okay.
colour.
That's a cute
But it's
little
okay. It's my
stocking.
first one.
Absolutely, it's sweet.
So yes.
It's
So
sweet.
that's it. I just have 2 threads to bury and
Yeah.
it's ready for Christmas.
Very sweet. Very
So,
sweet.
yes.
What else is going on in the shop?
What else is going on in the shop? We got pineapple kits from Free Spirit.
Oh, the Pining for You kits
So yes,
came,
I'll go
people.
get one while you're demonstrating.
The Tula Pink Pining for You kits came. They're awesome. The other thing is, if you've been eyeing our indigo yarn, it's going gangbusters.
Yes.
We're selling the fool out of it. We're going to, after the holidays, we're going to have to set to and dye some more yarn.
Yes.
Can't believe how much we've been selling. We do have quite a bit of worsted left, but sock yarn, way down.
Way down.
Way down.
So yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Susan.
Yes.
So yes, so we need to get onto that because we now have a brand new sink outside. Things happen when Debbie takes off.
Jimmy from Mashburn donated a utility sink to us so we can rinse out all of our indigo.
Yep.
And we're going to be keeping a permanent indigo vat here, aren't we?
Yes.
Kim wants at some point to rent out our indigo vat to people
Yes.
to come. If you've taken the indigo classes, she wants us to rent out the vat to people. We
Yes.
wouldn't be hosting you. You would just be renting the vat and dyeing what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Um,
Because lots of you have taken the classes.
yeah.
And so just in case you don't have access to the indigo or you just don't want, maybe you don't want the hassle of having indigo at home.
I was just going to say, it's a big faff around.
So,
it's a
yes.
faff around to get the indigo
So-
vat going.
Yeah. So we have it and it keeps, keeps growing and
Yep.
so yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So let us know if you're interested.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Yeah. All right. So, what we figured today, Kim's showing you her beginner scarf with the basic knit and the basic purl stitches. So we figured we'd do a little demonstration today of the basic knit stitch. A lot of people have been asking for this. We have a lot of people taking private classes, and sometimes you can pick it up in class, and when you go home, you don't quite remember what you're doing.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is give you a little demonstration of the basic knit stitch. So I'm just going to switch over right here, and we're going to show you right here when
I'll
it
go
stops
get the
bouncing up and
kit.
down. Kim's going to go run off and get Tula Pink. I'm trying to wrap my arms around this without it being in the way. So I've done a few rows of knit stitch right here just to get me started, but I want to show you the knit stitch. So you have your work in your left hand, your working yarn is in your right hand. When you're doing a knit stitch, you're going to go in to the front of the stitch from the left to the right. See that? The front of the stitch from the left to the right. You make sure it goes all the way through. See that? And then you're going to take your working yarn here and you are going to wrap it around your right needle from the back of your work around the front of your right needle and around to the back of your right needle. So you're wrapping it all the way around, and then you will pull your right needle through the loop of the left stitch. And so this is your working yarn. You are creating a new stitch by wrapping your working yarn around this needle through your stitch on the left needle that's already completed. And then you drop this stitch off and you've created a new stitch. So again, knit stitch, working yarn in your right hand. You're going to go into the stitch on the left needle on the front of the stitch from the left to the right. You're going to wrap your working yarn from the back of the right needle around the front of the right needle and to sit it in the back again, and then you're going to pull your right needle tip through this loop created by the existing stitch, and this is your working yarn that you wrapped around, becomes your new stitch, and your existing stitch will be slipped off the needle, the left needle, to come below. So now we just created this stitch right here out of the previous stitch. This was the stitch that came off this left needle. The stitch came off the left needle, and this was wound around it to incorporate this into this stitch below to make this new stitch. So this becomes your live stitch, and this becomes your row below now. So again, right needle into the front of the left stitch from left to right, yarn around from the back across and back to the back again, and then the right needle comes through this loop, and you pull the stitch off the left needle, and that becomes the row below. That's what you just pulled off your left needle, but you created the new stitch by wrapping the working yarn. So again, going from left to right, wrap your yarn, pull through the loop, and take your stitch off the left. These are all the live stitches I just created with my working yarn, and these are all the stitches that I took from the left needle. Again, from left to right, around, and I'll tilt this so you can see that it goes all the way around, right here, all the way around this needle, and then this pulls through this loop that we've created from the left stitch. Again, left to right, all the way around and back through. Does anybody have any questions about that? If you do, let me know. Do you have any questions about that, Kim?
No, not right this second.
Does it look clear enough for you?
It does.
Yeah? Easy to see?
Easy to see.
Okay, folks, so that's your knit stitch. Very straightforward stitch, but as I say, sometimes when you take a class, you get home and you can't remember what the heck you were doing. So we just did that to remind you.
Show them the fabric that you've made now. It's just all knit stitches.
All knit stitches, back and front.
And so, and people call that
garter stitch.
There you go.
Garter stitch is when you knit every single row backwards and forwards. Garter stitch. So that's what we just did today. Mary, our quilt classes, yes, you can have a private quilt class whenever you want one.
You can. Just let us know what kind of quilting, quilt class are you interested in. If it could be one-on-one, or if you have you and a couple of friends, we'll be happy to teach you.
Yes. So you just let us know when you want to take a class. If you want to be in a group setting, Pat would still do that. And
yes.
If you wanted private,
I'm just laughing at my face.
And if you wanted private instruction, then we can arrange that anytime that you would like it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Susan. I appreciate that. Now give it a go. So Mary, yes, anytime you're ready, we're ready for you. Just let us know.
So yes, definitely.
So what you got there, lady?
So this came in from Free Spirit. Let's see, where do I go?
That's
this
it,
way.
Yep, up there you go.
It's the Pining for You quilt kit by Tula Pink. Everything is in the kit, the pattern, all the fabric.
Including the Tula solids.
Including the new Tula solids.
Yeah.
Which, if you haven't heard, the lighter version, pale version, is called Unicorn Poop. And the darker version of it is Dragon Breath.
Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's Breath. So yes. So anyway, but it's really neat. Her new solids is, if there's a light, then there's a dark to go with it. So it's equal. So it's just really neat. And it's a very pretty quilt. The ones that I've seen online, hers that I've seen online, is just amazing, of course.
And really perfect. We got quite a lot of these kits, and we pre-sold a lot of them because they're pineapples, and what's better in the South than a pineapple?
Yes. And we also have in stock, oops, watch me get hit in the face with this. We also have in stock the 108-inch wide backings, which I should have pulled them too.
I'll go get them while you talk about it.
108-inch wide backings that she's advertising to go with this collection, which is, we have a yellow, pink, and blue, or teal. And it is really neat. It's the circles. Yes, Mary Elizabeth, I love Tulip Pink also.
It's called Saturdays.
Oh, Saturdays. But it's really neat. So we have this, whether you're making the pineapple, or if you'd like it for one of your other quilts. It's the pink with like a rainbow on top of a dot. And then the white part is, I think she said, like the sun rays.
Yes.
But to me, it looks like it's an eye with eyelashes. White eyelashes. So, yes. So, we have that. Oops, I should put it the right way. This way. And then we also have it in Lagoon.
First one was Guava.
And this is all on our website. If you don't live near us,
Yeah.
we'd be happy to mail it to you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the bright yellow. Oops.
It's easy.
The bright yellow. So, yes. And it's her normal fabric, which is the sateen.
Yes, it's sateen.
So it's nice and soft and would just feel lovely on your bed.
It would. Really soft against your skin too.
So, yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So
I can't remember what they call the yellow. What do they call the yellow?
Daydreamer.
Pineapple.
That makes sense.
Pineapple.
So, yes. So this is here.
It is. So come get it while it's hot.
Definitely. Do any of you have questions?
No, but Susan said she's going to start knitting.
All right.
Susan would do private lessons for that too. So you don't have to stress about being in a group setting. We go at your pace.
Yes.
And we do whatever you need us to do. Yeah.
We'll even record you while you're knitting so
Yeah.
you can take you home
Yeah.
and watch your video.
So Kim, what are you doing this weekend?
Oh, ladies, guess what we're doing this weekend? We're going to Greensboro, North Carolina to see Sting.
We're going to see Sting.
He's playing with the orchestra there, and what is it? I came this close to meeting him 15 years ago. I'm hoping he'll remember me outside his house, taking a picture of it, waiting for him to come outside. But anyway, so hopefully he's going to be in North Carolina this weekend. He and I will be in the same room.
Yeah, and we're excited because
yes.
it's like Kim said, he's performing with the Greensboro Symphony Orchestra.
Yes.
So it's probably going to be pretty spectacular, I think.
So yes, and we're going to knit, make notes,
do stuff,
because are we going to tell them about maybe the bits and bobs surprises, or it's going to be a surprise?
We could tell them actually.
You should tell them. Then what are you going to do after we come back, after Thanksgiving? You should tell them.
So I'm going across the pond and going to see my family. But I'm also not only going to see my family, but I'm also going to Liberty of London, people.
And if I had $1 for every time she has said that since she's planned that trip.
But here's what we're hoping. I don't know, because I'm going to talk to the folks at Liberty and see if we can actually do this. But we're really hoping to broadcast a Facebook Live from there while I'm over there. So we're a bit excited about that.
And we're hoping she also takes us to a tea shop.
To Betty's Tea Shop.
And so bits and bobs during the month of December may be a little early.
Yeah, time might be changing so that I'm not up at midnight trying to talk to you folks. So we might have some bits and bobs earlier in the day rather than later in the day.
So yes.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be fun, and we're going to try and let you share in the excitement and see how it goes.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
We just have to get the software working and we'll be right.
Yes. Paula will be here to help me with the software.
Yeah, there is that, yeah.
And Sarah and Paula and I will be running the shop. So be nice.
Yeah.
And Gloria's helping us on the weekends, on
Yeah.
Saturdays. So,
And I'll be
yes.
off gallivanting.
She'll be off gallivanting. So, yes. So, knitting help. Call us before you come in so we can make sure that we have somebody that can help if you need help.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yes.
So,
But we are doing private lessons. That will continue. So,
Yes.
just call us and set that up.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully we've got a lot of stuff going on and a lot of fun, exciting stuff. And we hope that you have a lot of fun, exciting stuff lined up too. We hope you have a good time, and we hope you enjoy your family and your friends over the holiday.
Yes. Be
And,
safe.
Don't miss us too much, will you?
No. So, yes.
All right. So everybody take care. Anything
Happy
else you've got to talk
Thanksgiving.
about? Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
I think that's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Think we got
She's
it, folks?
going to Liberty.
I'm going to Liberty, did you hear?
So, yes.
All right, so that's what we got, people. You got any questions? Type them down. We'll answer you. Otherwise, have a lovely evening and really enjoy Thanksgiving next week.
Yes.
Take care.